Hey guys, Marsing here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be taking a look at the free-to-play Android 18 that everybody was given out. If you complete all the missions, you obviously get enough copies to rainbow her, as well as a bunch of spare copies, which I'm assuming are going to be for a potential future EZA. Although there aren't any other medals to awaken the second copy to TUR, but I'm assuming those will get added in the future when she does actually get the EZA. So this Android 18 linked state, right, linked with the, that's what they call it, where it's like the character link, like in fighters, right? So it's 18 and 21, kind of, but the unit is just Android 18. So yeah, interesting little free unit, crossover leader skill. The super attack greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, does supreme damage and lowers attack, so pretty good super attack effects. And then she's got quite a long passive, attack and defense 100%, additional attack and defense 20% with each turn passed up to 100. So we got to wait to turn 5 to have her full buff. Additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super. Additional attack and defense 100% when there's another androids or crossover ally attacking in the same turn, or an androids or crossover enemy. Androids allies 1 key and attack and defense 30%, plus additional 1 key and 20% defense for characters who also belong to crossover. So it has to be both. So it'll be android crossover units will be getting 2 key and 50% defense. Then starting from the third turn, from her first turn, recovers 18% HP at the start of each turn, and then she gets 2 key and an additional 180% attack for 5 turns when HP is 80% or less at the start of the turn, once only. So when she's on rotation, if we're at 80% or less HP, she will then, for 5 turns, get an attack buff, and then once that runs out, that's it, and it can't be re-triggered again. So I did give her some orbs and everything. I got her fully link leveled straight away, ready for this. I was link leveling her and the summonable units, so they're all link level 10 now, so all the future videos with them will be at link level 10. They're obviously on the team for this video. We are running her on the new AGL 21's team, so she's getting the full 200% leader skill. So on this rotation, we got 5 links active here. We've got the support from TOA and from the Margin 21, the EZA one. I'll do a proper separate showcase for her, but she's just kind of here to be a support unit. So obviously she's we'll get a proper showcase for her on rotation and everything at a later stage. So she's starting off 254k defense, pretty good. Now there's a lot of support on the rotation, but pretty good when you consider that she's going to keep getting more and more each turn. So let's go ahead now. We've got a pretty bad starting rotation. I kind of want to be really risky here and just see if I can get all of the dodges with TOA like straight away, so that then she's going to be fully built up, ready for the whole of the rest of the run. And of course we get super attack straight away. Fortunately she did dodge, so then she's able to take double digits. She's not going to get her 3 dodges apparently. We get 1. Maybe we'll get the second one here as well. So we'll see. No, we get 1 out of 4. Nice. Okay, right. Android 18, 3.3 mil. Big old combo. Then 21 comes in. I got them both mixed up twice then, but there you go. 21 comes in, and then we get the big key blast from Android 18. Pretty decent. Obviously nothing crazy in terms of attack stat, but she is a free-to-play unit. I mean, with her passive and the way she works, she is, of course, a support unit. She is mostly going to be on the team just to be a 3rd slot floating unit and provide that extra support for everybody else, right? You're not running her to be like the big damage dealer, right? So that's perfectly fine. Wow, we really got shafted with the orbs here, huh? So no support passive for Bulma. You hate to see it. And we have to put 21 in slot 1, which of course she is not a slot 1 unit, so we see the damage that she takes there. Pretty crazy. No healing, of course, in this early form for Android 21, but we go ahead and get our additional here from the passive. Can we get the hidden potential as well? Okay, just like, well, I guess one of these was on turn 1, and I forget which one. So this, I think the full part of her untransformed version passive is now fully activated. So let's just chip it away here. Yeah, there she just keeps going. 5 million. So I mentioned it in the Evil 21, or did I mention it in the new event video? But I did do another couple of summons after the stream off camera, and I did pull another copy of Android 21, so mine is 69%. Obviously she is now fully level 10 links as well. I'm really tempted to go for that second dupe so I can get the gold equipment slot unlocked, but I know I shouldn't, right? We don't know what's coming next. We don't know what's going on with New Year's. I need to be smart because I will buy the sales that are available at some point, but ideally they'll be saved for something in the future, right? And then, of course, when 21 comes back, I'm in that position now with my account where I have so many red coins that when a unit comes back for the first time, most of the time I'm going to end up pulling a copy or two of them when I'm summoning for the new unit they're on the banner of anyway. But then I'm going to end up getting the extra copies I need with red coins, right? So Evil 21, she did carry over a bunch of defense from the previous turn that she was on. So she's got 543k defense start of turn. So I am going to put her in slot 1 here. So we've got Android Assault, Battlefield Diva, and Shocking Speed. More turns have passed, so our passive buff has increased. We're at 220k defense. I think on the first turn we showed, it was turn 2, we did have the Bulma support active from the previous turn. And obviously this time we do not, because we couldn't get any orbs with Bulma on the previous turn. So we'll have to wait to get that extra bit of her buff active. But yeah, I mean, Evil 21, now that she's at 55% but has level 10 links, you can see those numbers have jumped up quite a bit if you did watch the 55% showcase. That is pretty high defense for her at 55%. She is on rotation with 2 support units again, of course, because she is a power absorption unit. She's a crossover unit. She's an android. She gets all the support from 18. I don't know why I said power absorption. It's androids and then crossover. But yeah, she's getting all that support. 3.8 from the 18 here. Ideally, I built her mostly additional and then the rest dodge, because ideally we would like her to get that extra super attack, do a little bit of extra damage, greatly raise her defense again. Although as a free-to-play support unit, I could see her quite easily just being a full dodge build character. Because remember, she is getting 50% extra on super, which means she was over 300k, and then, of course, she gets the greatly raised the actual super attack effect. So she's probably, what, like over 400k on that turn? Which is not bad for, like, a floating support unit. It's not the craziest, obviously. She will get taken out by super attacks from some of these big bosses. But, I mean, she seems interesting. I just wonder if, like, obviously, at some point in the future, she will EZA, because she has that non-EZA free-to-play unit like archetype, right? She's got 50% leader skill, that'll go up to 77% when she gets an EZA. I just wonder if will they do it in this celebration, because obviously we have no way of knowing at this point whether this celebration in particular has a part 2. I don't think anything is listed as being part 1 specifically, but if there's a part 2 celebration, maybe it'll be in there. It's interesting to see. But with the Bulma support and these links from the Int 21 in slot 3, got up to a 7 point something million attack. I don't know if this was my one or the friend, but the friend 21's only 55%. And then obviously mine is the 69% one. Again, I mentioned this in her 55% showcase video as well, but once you start getting these links to level 10, these units start looking very, very good. So I think what we'll do here is... Do I want to transform you yet? I don't think so. Not that it makes a huge amount of difference, I guess, either way. So, actually, yeah, we will just do this. Go ahead and do this. So, start of turn now, we're at 251k. So, remember, she's going to get 50% on super from her passive. So, that's like 125k-ish. And then she gets 50% from her actual super attack effect as well. So, she's going up to just short of 500k. And if she gets an additional super, she'll be over 600. So, all in all, pretty decent. Now, these guys at level 10, if the friend isn't, but Evil 21, I want to see what she does here with Big Bad Bosses active. I wouldn't normally put this 18 in slot 1. And if she gets supered, she probably will take a bit of damage here. But I just kind of want to see, even though this is the 18 showcase, I want to see what 21's doing here. So, she doesn't quite take double-digit damage, but now she gets her super off. She's at a 3.8 here. Can we actually get the double super at any point during the run here? We do. There you go. So she jumps up to 4.2. So yeah, now she's like, what, 5 to 600k defense here, which is pretty solid. And then Evil 21 at level 10 links, 55%. Yeah, 4.56. Pretty solid. And then her defense post super is very high as well. And yep, greatly raising attack and defense on the additional supers. So, I mean, she's looking, again, for 55%, she's looking good for this turn. Did she take double digits from this? Yep. Nice, that's what we like to see. And then, unfortunately, the friend 21 not being link level 10 means obviously she does not have big bad bosses active here. So we need to try and get my 21 transformed and floated off on this next rotation, so we can get her onto the turn with the evil 21 and actually see her with big bad bosses active. But I mean, this 21, I think she's really good for what she provides to the team. Like, she's not a crazy damage dealer, but she just did 3 super attacks. Each of those heal you 5%. Each of those are raising her defense for the turn, and then she has 21% damage reduction. So definitely works out quite nicely. But yeah, we'll get her floated off here. We'll make sure we do this so we get the off rotation support. And then we'll just grab these. And Bulma probably kills here, especially with the support from Toa as well. And then we can quickly get back to the Android 18 rotation. I really want to see the 55% Android 21 with big bad bosses now, because this is a physical Android 18 showcase, but this is the first time I've brought them all into an event on a team together since I actually got both the Android 21 units to level 10 links as well. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing that interaction there with them and actually having big bad bosses active. So but yeah, 21 going to finish him off here. I love her super attack animation. It's so fluid. Like, it looks so good. So do this, take you out, move on to... Now, this is where things will get a little bit scary. Actually, this rotation's really bad for this turn. 437k. I mean, that's not bad defense, but unfortunately, if she was to get super attacked here, we would get killed. So that's the only problem with, I guess, the way I put the team together for this showcase is I don't actually have a slot 1 unit on the rotation. So I think it's probably too risky to do this, as much as this rotation would be good for the 21 units. So we'll do this, and then I don't want to get the Dokkan attack too quickly here, so I'll go ahead and grab these. Of course, he supered straight away. Hopefully with the Whis it will be enough. Oh, let's go. She has like level 3 dodge, I think, and she's just dodged twice in a row. Because, yeah, I gave her... She's got level 5 additional. And I remember when you look at her hidden potential, it goes 5, 4, 3. Because I gave her a silver skill orb that is level 4 crit, level 3 dodge. So she literally got... She level 3 dodged a super. And then got another level 3 dodge straight afterwards. Meaning I didn't actually have to use the item. Now she's up to 5 million attack stat here. That's not bad for a free-to-play support unit, I guess. She's obviously getting supported as well by the... free-to-play 18, but that's not too bad. Oh, sorry, 21, who's up to a 7 million here. Doing her showcase is going to be really fun, because I can basically run the team, have her in slot 2, and have both the AGL Android 21s and the Evil 21 floating. So she's basically always going to have that great link setup. So, I guess we just... Do we keep the 21s floating here? I don't know. Let's go ahead and fire this off. Might as well go for the kill as quickly as we can here on this turn. So we'll do this. Although we're probably getting the Dokkan attack now, right? So it's going to be GG. Yeah, there you go. Bulma get the Dokkan attack. We've action braked the attack in slot 1, so we don't have to worry about getting supered here. And then, yeah, there's no way he lives this turn, right? Dokkan attack from Bulma. Guaranteed follow-up additional... Wait, actually, no. How many orbs did I get? Maybe not a guaranteed follow-up super. But then after Bulma hits this Dokkan attack, whilst being supported by Int Toa, then we have the AGL 21, who's going to go off with her supers as well. So I feel like it's very unlikely that Nova survives this turn. It's up to 5.5. So yeah, this is the 55% friend, not full level 10 links. Obviously, she doesn't have big bad bosses active on this turn, but still able to do some pretty decent. Like, again, I talked about this during her 55% showcase, but at 55%, her doing like a 5 to 6 million attack stat, it's not that impressive on its own. But then when she's doing like 3 or 4 of them, each one is raising her defense, each one is healing you by 5%. I think overall that is pretty good, right? So, and then of course she has 21% damage reduction, so she's got solid defense with a bit of reduction as well. Works out pretty nicely. Toa will finish off Nova here. We can go on to the last turn. And this is where we will get to see the Android 21 with Big Bad Bosses. So if we were... Well, she's locked in slot 1 anyway. I was going to say, if we were doing a normal run, this is how we would run the roads. Well, I wouldn't really run this rotation like this with like certain units in slot 1. But this is how I would run the rotation, right? With the 18 as a floating support unit. So we'll get this final turn in here for the video. This is a more realistic showing of what an actual turn would look like with this team. If we got these 3 particular units on rotation, because by using her active skill here, she gets her buff that she would get from doing her super. So she's up to, geez, that is 850. I didn't realize she could get that high. You don't give support, do you? No. So that is from, she's getting 50% defense, remember, from the 18. And then obviously we've got Android Assault, which is 20% at level 10. Big Bad Bosses is 25% at level 10. So now bear in mind, again, like this is my Android 21, 69%. Level 10 Lynx, she's got 815k defense after supering with 21% damage reduction. So that is really, really good. And then Evil 21, who's 55%, is at 520k start of turn here. So I'm very interested to see what this combo is about to do now. And then, of course, we have 18 at the end as well. So, yeah, let's see how we get on here. So we get our defense buff. Oh, her defense is even higher now because she didn't have her defense buff for 3 turns. So her defense is now well over 1 million because isn't her buff... Is it 60% after she gets hit for 3 turns? So her defense is now well over 1 million. And then, yeah, she's just going off with 7 million attack stats. The next one will be 8 if we get another one. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing out of her now, the more that I use it. At level 10 Lynx, the difference is night and day. Like, you imagine her Rainbow level 10 Lynx. Those attack stats are going to be 8 to 9, potentially even up to 10 million with support. So when she's doing 3 or 4 of those in one turn, whilst rocking 1 million defense with 21% damage reduction, I'd say that that's pretty good. And then the free-to-play 18. Obviously, she's nothing too crazy, but she's a pretty nice support unit for the team in general. We did get the additional super. So, I mean, she is rocking like 500k defense at this point. It just means that big bosses, like she's still obviously going to take loads of damage from a super attack from them, but she's going to tank normal attacks against most bosses in the game, like relatively well now. So I think that's really, really good. So, of course, I forgot to turn this off. I was going to say, we'll do the active skill to end the thing here, but there you go. So let me know what you think of the free-to-play Android 18 down below. I think she has some potential, and obviously this is how she is without an EZA. So if she gets an EZA during this celebration, I think she could definitely have a spot on the Android 21 team. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see how quickly they do actually decide to drop the EZA for her, or how long we will potentially have to wait, because you never know. I mean, they did the thing right with the STR Yamcha, where he didn't EZA for a while. I think with this celebration, with the support that 21 kind of needs for her team, I am hoping that she does actually EZA during this celebration, but I guess we'll see. 10 million for Bulma. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.